In the heart of a thick green forest, where the mornings began with songs and the evenings ended in golden quiet, there was once a small nest tucked deep inside a banyan tree. It belonged to a mother sparrow, soft brown feathers, a sharp eye, and a heart full of songs. She had laid 3 little eggs and spent every day warming them, dreaming of their first chirps, imagining their little wings fluttering beside her in the sky. Then came the storm. It wasn't one of those storms that gave you time to hide. No. This one arrived like a thief in the night, angry winds, slashing rain, and branches cracking like thunder. The mother sparrow had flown out that evening, just for a moment, to bring back some dry leaves for the nest. That one moment was all it took. She never found her way back. When the skies finally cleared, the nest was no longer what it used to be. The tree stood, but hollowed. Quiet. Only one egg had hatched just the day before the storm, and somehow, the fragile little sparrow inside had survived. Her name was Chitty, though no one had given her that name yet. She gave it to herself much later, when she learned what it meant, friendship. Chitty had no idea why she was alone. She chirped for hours. Called into the wind. Waited for someone to come. But no one did. She tried to walk. Fell. Tried again. And slowly, day by day, her little wings began to grow. One day, 2 mighty eagles flew by. Their feathers gleamed in the sunlight. They looked powerful, like protectors. Chitty chirped and fluttered weakly in front of them, eyes wide with hope. One eagle looked at her and scoffed, "She's too weak." "Not ours." The other shook his head, "We don't raise strays." And they flew off. Chitty didn't cry out after them. She simply watched them vanish into the clouds, heart aching. Then came the old owl, wise and watchful. He noticed her. He even paused for a moment. But when Chitty tried to fly toward him, he turned away and muttered, "Everyone must find their own sky." She didn't complain. She didn't beg. She learned to fly. At first, she barely stayed in the air for seconds. But she kept going, waking up early, stretching her wings, falling, rising again. She caught small insects, built tiny resting spots from twigs, and whispered to herself every night, "I can try again tomorrow." Days passed. And one morning, as she sat near the riverbank, too tired to try again, she heard a soft quack. A duck, gentle and plump, waddled up with 2 fluffy ducklings in tow. The duck looked at Chitty, tilted her head, and said, "You've been alone for too long, little one." Chitty blinked. The duck didn't ask for explanations. Didn't question who she was or where she came from. She simply said, "Come eat with us." That afternoon, Chitty sat beside the ducklings under the warm sun. The duck showed her how to search the ground for seeds. Tucked her in close at night. And when Chitty felt afraid during thunder, the duck placed a wing over her back. Chitty had lost her mother. But somehow, she found one again. Not the same feathers. Not the same voice. But the same warmth. The same care. She had found 2 new siblings too, who didn't fly like her, but laughed and played and called her, "Our fast sister." Chitty still flew alone sometimes. But she no longer felt lonely. She had a home again, different, but full of love. We don't always get to control life's storms. They come suddenly, leaving behind questions we may never answer. We lose people. We get rejected. We feel forgotten. But if we keep flying, if we keep believing that not all goodbyes are endings, love always finds its way back, just in a different form.